What if the universe itself was subtly guiding your path, sending signals so profound that to ignore them would be to miss out on the destiny that awaits you? You see, there are actually unexpected signs that the universe sends you when your dreams are about to manifest. Join me as we take a look at these signs to make sure that you won't miss them. Sign 1. Feeling goosebumps or chills. Have you ever experienced a sudden shiver or goosebumps when you think about your dreams or during moments of deep reflection? Many cultures and spiritual teachings interpret these physical sensations not just as responses to cold or fear, but as significant signs from the universe. This section explores the fascinating idea that such sensations could be messages, affirming that you are on the path to realizing your dreams. In everyday life, goosebumps occur when we are cold or experience strong emotions such as fear, awe, or inspiration. Scientifically, this reaction is known as piloerection, where tiny muscles at the base of each hair follicle contract and cause the hair to stand up. While this response is often considered purely physiological, in spiritual contexts, it is seen as much more. Ancient philosophies and modern spiritual thinkers alike have often pointed to physical sensations as gateways to understanding deeper truths about our lives. For instance, in Hinduism, such sensations are sometimes viewed as a manifestation of prana or life force, reacting to divine energies around us. Similarly, in the Western spiritual tradition, such as the writings of Ralph Waldo Emerson, physical responses to nature and art are considered glimpses into the universal soul connecting all beings. Exploring various cultures sheds light on how universally this phenomenon is viewed as a sign. In Native American beliefs, physical sensations such as chills are often considered a communication from the spirit world, especially when accompanied by significant events or during rituals. Similarly, in Japanese culture, the concept of satori, or sudden enlightenment, can be accompanied by physical signs that signal a deeper realization or connection to the spiritual world. These experiences are not just confined to the esoteric or deeply religious. Even in everyday conversations, people often mention getting goosebumps when a particular moment feels right or profoundly meaningful, suggesting a collective, intuitive understanding of this reaction as something special. To delve deeper, consider the works of Carl Jung, who introduced the idea of synchronicity. Jung argued that coincidences that occur with meaningful context in our lives are not mere coincidences, but significant events with deep implications. He suggested that physical reactions like goosebumps could be markers of such synchronicities, alerting us to pay attention to the universe's cues. Similarly, modern spiritual authors like Eckhart Tolle discuss the importance of being present and aware of the subtle signs the universe sends us. Tolle teaches that awareness of the body and its reactions to the environment can be a key to understanding the deeper signals of existence and our paths within it. Many individuals report experiencing goosebumps during moments of clarity about their life's direction or when they feel particularly aligned with their purpose. For example, a musician might feel them when a piece of music resonates deeply, hinting that they are on the right path creatively. Others might experience them when they make a decision that feels particularly aligned with their deepest desires and ambitions. These stories underline a common theme. Such sensations are often personal and introspective, urging an inward journey to understand the external signs being presented. So, what does it mean for you if you're experiencing goosebumps while pondering your dreams? It could be a prompt from the universe to pay closer attention to the events unfolding around you. This could be a time of heightened intuition and perception, where the boundaries between the seen and unseen world blur, offering guidance and affirmation. Sign 2. Feeling guided or supported. Have you ever encountered moments where everything just seems to fall into place? Perhaps you meet the right person at the right time, stumble upon information that you needed just as you needed it, or you feel a deep inner peace about the decisions you make, as if a gentle force is nudging you forward. This sensation of being guided or supported can be a profound sign from the universe that your dreams are aligning with your reality. Feeling guided or supported often manifests in various subtle yet impactful ways. It might be through a series of coincidences that bring the right opportunities, through encounters with people who offer help or wisdom precisely when needed, or even through unexpected internal reassurances during times of doubt. In spiritual discourse, such guidance is often seen as the universe's way of communicating its approval or support for the path you are on. Eckhart Tolle, in his Explorations of Consciousness, suggests that when actions align with the greater purpose of the universe, obstacles dissolve and events conspire to support your journey. The idea of being guided by a force greater than ourselves is a theme that resonates across many cultures and philosophical systems. In Stoic philosophy, the concept of amor fati, love of one's fate, encourages embracing everything that happens, including seemingly random events, as part of a greater plan. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about this, advocating for a trust in the flow of life that can lead to a profound sense of guidance and support. Similarly, in the Bhagavad Gita, a sacred text in Hindu philosophy, the concept of divine guidance is central. Lord Krishna advises Arjuna to perform his duty without attachment to results, suggesting a form of divine support that comes from aligning one's actions with dharma, moral duty. In a similar vein, the Bible offers numerous accounts where divine guidance plays a crucial role. One such example is the parable of the prodigal son, which is found in the Gospel of Luke. In this story, a young man leaves his family to lead a reckless life, only to find himself destitute and alone. In his despair, he decides to return to his father, expecting condemnation, but instead, he is welcomed with open arms and a celebratory feast. This story beautifully illustrates the concept of being guided back to the right path, a path of redemption and forgiveness, through the loving and supportive hands of a higher power. Moreover, the story of Moses leading the Israelites out of Egypt is another profound biblical narrative centered on divine guidance. Despite facing immense challenges and doubts, Moses is guided by God through miraculous interventions, including the parting of the Red Sea, which allowed his people to escape their pursuers and eventually reach the promised land. This narrative underscores the theme of trusting in a divine plan, even when the path seems insurmountable. These biblical stories resonate deeply with the notion that we are not alone in our journeys. They suggest that just as the characters in these narratives are steered through their trials and tribulations by a divine force, so too can we find guidance and support in our lives. Whether this force is interpreted as God, the universe, or a deep inner knowing, the essence is the same. There is something greater that watches over us, guiding us through the synchronicities and fortuitous events of our lives. In more contemporary contexts, many people describe this feeling as being in the flow, a state of being where tasks feel effortless and decisions feel intuitively right. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, a psychologist, described this state as flow, highlighting its importance in achieving personal satisfaction and alignment with one's life's work. When you feel this type of guidance, it's important to stay open and observant. Recognizing these moments can reinforce your confidence in the path you've chosen and encourage you to continue moving forward. It may be helpful to reflect on these experiences, perhaps through meditation or journaling, to deepen your awareness and understanding of how such guidance manifests in your life. Sign 3. Feeling a sense of deja vu. At some point you may have experienced deja vu, that peculiar sensation where a place, conversation, or event feels intensely familiar, as though you have already lived through it, even if it's clearly a new experience. This phenomenon isn't just a trick of the mind. In spiritual contexts, it is often viewed as a meaningful signal from the universe, a hint that you are exactly where you need to be. Deja vu occurs in moments when the familiarity of a new experience triggers a feeling of recollection that we can't quite place. Psychologists suggest various theories, from the crossing of neural pathways to simple memory glitches. However, in spiritual terms, these moments can be interpreted as signs that our current path aligns with our higher purpose or destiny. The famed psychologist Carl Jung also explored the concept of collective unconsciousness, where déjà vu might be an encounter with universal archetypes or shared memories. In this view, such experiences are not mere coincidences, but are imbued with meaning, connecting individuals to a larger shared human experience. Historically, many cultures have regarded déjà vu as an important spiritual sign. For example, in ancient Egyptian culture, it was considered a form of communication from the gods, intended to guide and reassure the individual on their path. In modern times, this interpretation persists in various New Age philosophies that view déjà vu as a confirmation from the universe or a signal that one is encountering a situation that is significant to one's soul journey. People often report feeling a sense of déjà vu at pivotal moments in their lives, when making major decisions or during significant changes. For instance, someone might visit a new city and feel an overwhelming sense of belonging, or meet someone new and instantly feel a deep connection, as if rekindling a long-lost friendship. These experiences can serve as comforting reassurances that the choices made are in sync with one's higher self and destined path. It's as if the universe is whispering, "You are where you're meant to be." To harness the spiritual potential of déjà vu, it can be beneficial to pause and reflect whenever you experience these moments. Consider what is happening in your life and how these feelings of familiarity might be guiding you toward insights or decisions. Keeping a journal can help track these experiences and explore their possible meanings and implications for your life path. Next time you experience déjà vu, instead of brushing it off, take a moment to delve into the feeling. What does this familiarity tell you about your current path? Are there lessons or messages that seem to be emerging? Reflecting on these questions can deepen your understanding of how your subconscious and the universe communicate with you, guiding you toward realizing your dreams. Sign 4. Elevated mood. An elevated mood can often appear just when you need it most, acting as a subtle cosmic nod that you are heading in the right direction towards achieving your dreams. An elevated mood in this context goes beyond mere happiness. It is a profound sense of well-being and positivity that envelops you, offering a deep reassurance that everything is unfolding as it should. This isn't about ignoring life's challenges, but rather a recognition that there is a silver lining and perhaps a larger plan at work, which instills a natural sense of hope and excitement about the future. From a philosophical standpoint, the Stoics believed in following a path aligned with virtue and reason, which they argued would naturally lead to a state of contentment and resilience. They posited that when you are aligned with your true nature and purpose, a sense of ease and rightness would pervade your life, similar to the elevated mood described here. In many spiritual traditions, such a mood is often seen as a form of blessing or grace. For instance, in Christian mysticism, experiences of profound joy are sometimes interpreted as touches of divine grace, signifying alignment with God's will. In Hinduism, the concept of Ananda, or divine bliss, is considered an innate quality of the soul that surfaces when one is in harmony with the universe. In Japanese culture, the feeling of yugen relates to a profound awareness of the universe that triggers emotional responses too deep for words. This concept mirrors the idea of elevated mood as a sign of cosmic alignment, suggesting a deep, intuitive understanding that something significant is at play in one's life. Many people recount moments when, amidst uncertainty or ordinary days, they felt a sudden wave of optimism that something good was about to happen, and then it did. This might manifest as a sudden urge to take a different route home, leading to a chance meeting or an inexplicable compulsion to reach out to an old friend, resulting in a timely opportunity. These instances can seem like small, everyday miracles, prompting a shift in how we view our circumstances and boosting our morale. They serve as reminders that our feelings and moods might be more deeply connected to the fabric of the universe than we realize. Sign 5. Suddenly overcoming fears. Sometimes the journey toward our dreams is blocked by our own fears and doubts. However, a sudden and unexpected overcoming of these fears can be a powerful sign from the universe that you are ready to move forward and that your dreams are within reach. Fear is a natural human emotion designed to protect us from harm, but it can also prevent us from taking necessary risks or stepping out of our comfort zones. When you find yourself suddenly able to overcome a fear that has long held you back, it may very well be a sign that the universe is supporting your growth and success. This shift can manifest as newfound courage to pursue a dream, speak your truth, or make a significant life change. In illustrating this concept, we can turn to the famous parable of the monk and the river. Once there was a monk who had lived his entire life in a small monastery nestled among the mountains. His greatest dream was to travel to a distant holy site, but a wide and rapid river blocked the path, and the monk was terribly afraid of water. Each year he would walk up to the river's edge, only to be overwhelmed by fear and turn back. One spring, after many years of this routine, the monk reached the river and found a young woman sitting by the bank, looking across to the other side. She too wished to cross, but lacked the means. Seeing her determination stirred something within the monk. Despite his fear, he offered to help her find a way across. Together, they built a sturdy raft. As they launched it into the water, the monk's heart pounded with both fear and excitement. The river, which had always seemed wild and insurmountable, felt different that day. As they paddled across, the monk realized that his fear was melting away, replaced by a sense of purpose and companionship. Upon reaching the other side, the young woman thanked the monk and continued on her journey. The monk, however, paused to reflect. He realized that his sudden ability to overcome his lifelong fear was not just about crossing the river, but a sign that it was time to pursue his dream without hesitation. From a spiritual perspective, overcoming fear is often seen as a liberation of the soul, allowing it to pursue its true purpose without restraint. In the Buddhist tradition, fear is viewed as an attachment to the self or to temporal things, and overcoming it is part of achieving enlightenment. Similarly, existential philosophers like Jean-Paul Sartre and Martin Heidegger discussed the concept of authenticity, which involves confronting the angst of existence and choosing to act in accordance with one's own values, despite the inherent fears that come with such choices. Overcoming fear in this view is an act of asserting one's freedom and authenticity. In many Native American traditions, rites of passage often involve tests of bravery that signify a person's readiness to take on greater responsibilities within the tribe. In modern Western culture, narratives of overcoming fear are central to many stories of success and achievement, highlighting the value placed on courage and bold action. If you notice that you are suddenly able to face a fear that once seemed insurmountable, take a moment to acknowledge this change. Reflect on what this could mean for your life and how it could be a sign that you are ready to pursue your dreams with renewed vigor and confidence. Sign 6. Vivid dreams related to your desires. Dreams can sometimes be more than just the subconscious processing daily events. Particularly vivid dreams that relate closely to your desires or life goals can act as potent signs from the universe, indicating that your aspirations are about to manifest into reality. When dreams feel more vivid, detailed, and memorable, they often carry significant emotional weight and can leave a lasting impact upon waking. These dreams might directly portray scenarios you hope for or symbolically represent elements of your aspirations. In spiritual and psychological contexts, such dreams are considered messages from the deeper self or even from a higher power, providing guidance, assurance, or insight into your life's path. The previously discussed Carl Jung, a pioneer in dream analysis, believed that dreams connect us to the collective unconscious, revealing universal truths and personal insights through powerful symbols. According to Jung, a vivid dream about one's desires might not just reflect personal ambition, but could also be an archetype playing out a deeper, more universal theme. Many artists, scientists, and leaders have reported dreams that played crucial roles in their creative and professional breakthroughs. One of the most famous examples of a dream leading to a scientific breakthrough involves Dmitri Mendeleev, the Russian chemist known for creating the periodic table of elements. After years of grappling with the classification of chemical elements, Mendeleev experienced a profound dream. In this dream, he saw the elements falling into place as if guided by an unseen force. Upon waking, he was compelled to write down what he had seen, which led to the formulation of the periodic table in a manner remarkably similar to his dream's arrangement. Mendeleev's dream is often cited as a pivotal moment in the history of science, illustrating the impact of the subconscious mind on scientific discovery. It highlights how dreams can transcend mere reflections of daily activities to become catalysts for monumental ideas and theories. His dream not only resolved the arrangement of elements in a coherent system, but also predicted the discovery of new elements and corrected properties of some already known. This intuitive leap forwarded the entire field of chemistry and established an organizational framework that is still in use today. To harness the guidance from vivid dreams, keep a dream journal beside your bed to record any details you can remember upon waking. Over time, patterns may emerge that align closely with your goals or provide direction for decisions you are struggling with in your waking life. Reflect on how these dreams make you feel and what actions they might be prompting you to take. Do they inspire confidence, suggest a new direction, or perhaps affirm a path you've already chosen? Engaging with your dreams in this way can open up new insights into your desires and how close you are to achieving them. Sign 7. Clarity and focus. In the midst of life's chaos and distractions, there are moments when clarity descends upon us like a gentle breeze, and our focus sharpens with an almost supernatural precision. These moments of clarity and heightened focus are not to be overlooked. They can serve as powerful indications from the universe that our dreams are on the verge of manifestation. When we experience moments of clarity, it's as though the fog lifts and we can see our path forward with unprecedented clarity. Our thoughts become organized and our priorities align effortlessly. This heightened focus allows us to channel our energy into the pursuits that truly matter, propelling us closer to our goals. Continuing in this theme, the ideas of Henri Bergson, a French philosopher, align beautifully with the notion of clarity and focus. Bergson emphasized the importance of intuition over rational thought, suggesting that true understanding comes from experiencing life directly and intensely. According to Bergson, this intuitive process allows us to tap into a deeper sense of clarity and focus, revealing the vital impetus, what he termed the élan vital, that drives all life forward. Bergson argued that our usual modes of thinking, which are analytical and based on the mechanical ticking of time, often cloud our true perceptions and innate understanding of life. He advocated for a more holistic approach, one that transcends the limitations of analytic thought and embraces the continuous flow of life's experiences. By doing so, we not only achieve moments of clarity and focus, but also align ourselves with life's deeper rhythms and purposes. In essence, Bergson's philosophy invites us to consider these moments of clarity not as fleeting or rare occurrences, but as gateways to a more profound engagement with the world. Through intuition and embracing the fluid nature of existence, we can maintain a sustained focus that helps us realize our deepest aspirations and connect with the universal life force that Bergson believed permeates all things. Across cultures, various practices have been developed to cultivate clarity and focus. From meditation and mindfulness in Eastern traditions to prayer and contemplation in Western religions, these practices aim to quiet the mind and open us up to higher states of consciousness where clarity and insight can emerge. In Japanese culture, the concept of moshin, or no mind, is revered, a state of mind where the conscious mind is silent and actions flow freely and effortlessly. Similarly, in the Taoist tradition, the idea of Wu Wei, or effortless action, emphasizes the importance of aligning with the natural flow of the universe, allowing events to unfold without resistance. Many individuals report experiencing moments of profound clarity and focus during pivotal moments in their lives. A student might suddenly grasp a complex concept that had eluded them for weeks, or an entrepreneur might have a breakthrough idea that revolutionizes their business strategy. These moments are not just strokes of luck or random occurrences, they are often preceded by periods of introspection and alignment with one's deeper purpose. When we are clear about what we want and where we are headed, the universe responds by providing the clarity and focus needed to bring our dreams to fruition. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.